Well, how you all doing? Today's little video I'm going to do is on bowls, and after they have dried, ready to be put back on the lathe, and returning them back up to a finished sanding and finish on them. And I'm going to just go through a little method that's pretty easy. You don't need any fancy cold jaws or vacuum chucks. It's a straightforward process, and I'll basically take you through it here step by step, and I'm sure it'll help out many turners out there who's starting off, and it'll help them on their way. Okay, so I'll just stick this on the lathe here and show you how I get on here. Now basically I've just a piece of waste block in the chuck, and I'm going to just use this as a jam chuck to put the bowl over, and I'm just going to true her up, just make it nice and round so the bowl fits snugly onto it. Just use a 10mm bottle valve. Now, that's that done. Now, this bowl's probably been drying, well, probably up to 2 to 3 years, I'd say, with this. And I make them, when I do them, I put pretty large spigots on the back of them, because I'll be using different size chuck jaws and that, but I generally make them big so I can now decide what size I want to make them. So I basically found near enough me centre of the piece, even though it's out of true, like that bowl will be kind of oval shape now at the moment. So I just put it over the chuck, the waste block, bring up my tailstock and put it on the point that I have. That's near enough. It doesn't have to be perfectly round, because it's basically going to be made into the roundness now, because now is the time to get it through it back up again. It's at it doing its thing, been sitting there drying. You can see how much it's out of shape, and the bowl is just jammed up against the waste block, and the tailstock is holding it in place. And the tailstock mark is going to be used again to pick up the end again. So basically all I'm going to do now is rough this bowl down into a rough shape, or a rough and cut, put a new tenant on it to fit the jaws that I have, and finish this side, and then reverse it and put it into the chuck. So I'm just going to use a 5/8 bowl gouge. I'll take it down to near enough the size to the roughing tools. So it's just basically bring the bowl into shape. So I'll take that stick down, just roughly to where I want it. Pull that back flush and take a roughing cut across. Now the bowl is just roughed out into a round shape now, and I'm just going to do my tenant or spigot on the end. I have my calipers here to the size that I'm going to need them. I just let that rub there. That gives me an idea of the size that I'm going to be going. And back on for the next one. And I'll take my spindle gouge and bring that into and make a nice spigot. And screw up the end here. Just make sure I didn't make it too small. Once that fits over it, that's it. I'll use the 10mm ball gouge 3/8. So I take the base down to around roughly there. That's just a little shoulder there. And now I'll just bring it into near enough the shape I want. Sharp it there, just come back, pick that up again. Basically, I'm just looking at it there, I want to come back here again and go again. Let's have a look at this. I keep getting chatter here, so basically probably where it is the tongue grain there, and hitting half hard and soft wood at the same time, so it's causing the chisel to bounce. Here, get myself in position. Then we come in here and bring it in from there. Just going to come around this side and take a bit of this off here. I have it brought down to this stage here. That's basically the shape I want, and it's probably about the best finishing cut that I'm going to get with that tool. I don't really, you can see this torn grain on the end grain here, and the far side seems to be okay. It's not getting. It's just basically torn grain on that side. Let me see, this side is coming up with that. So I'm going to actually get me 5/8 ball gouge. I'm going to bring my tool rest down real low. Use my tool rest like to get sheared and cuts across the ball here. Nice fine cuts. With the back of my chisel. I'm going to hold my chisel down like that. I'm going to hold it like that, the end of it against my leg. I'm going to pull it along like that. It's going to be basically like a skewer chisel or a scraper. But it's going to be peeling cuts because it's cutting at the back of it, on the wing. And you get much better finish. And just nice fine little shavings. And it'll get rid of all them little bumps and lumps. This method works for me because I'm not great at rubbing the bevel because my hands shaking off a lot. So this is the way I prefer. Everybody has their own ways. that I'm getting there. Those nice little dust shades. We'll keep going back and forward. That shattering noise will actually blend that away. We're just basically taking real fine shading. Basically like a scraping actually, only for the shearing. You're getting a shearing go. Like the scraper lying on its side. This was the same thing. Right, I prefer it this way. I'll just play around with this until I'm happy with the finish. And you need, by doing that you'll actually see the finish is probably really down to, you can see this end here, how the torn grain there, see the way it's getting rid of that torn grain, but up there I haven't touched. I'll keep going now till I get rid of that torn grain completely with this metal. Nice sharp tool, you get real nice shading. Sharp skew. And every bit of wood is different, none of them are the same. Some of them this pot might be working. Go and have a look at this now. Yeah, the torn grain is nearly gone from there now. This is like sandpaper. You think you'll have to actually sand on that bowl. Now I'm going to walk this side here. Let's bring my tool rest back into it so I can get around on this side. Come around this way, yeah. Get my tool down. Okay, that's it to there now. Right, see? Now I won't sand that because I'll sand the whole lot when it's in the chuck. I'll do the outside and inside. And then basically the end will be a different. Take you on to the next stage. If you've been making up a load of these, you just want to set this up and do a load of them and then switch them around and do the inside. Now I don't make an awful lot of balls because I have enough balls made to do me for yonks, and I can't give any more away to my friends and family because they're sick of looking at them. So basically all I'm going to do now is put the tool rest there, do the rim. I'm going to cut the rim in, pour it straight across. Up to you what rim you want to do. Now it's time to do the inside. I'm happy with that rim. It's just tilting in a bit. I'm not going to make a round, but you want to be careful of that now. You'd have to rub that a little bit of sand. That'll actually cut your fingers. It's so sharp there. Basically ready to take the inside out of the bowl. I put my tool rest inside of the bowl so I have less of an overhang and more control with my tool. And I'm just going to go in there and take a roughing cut and take it around, because the bowl is off. See the way it's off there now? The inside is still out of shape. Take the tool over on the side, pick up the cut. And put my hand on the back of the bowl to take some of the noise off it. That's just a rough cut now. I'll have the inside of the bowl in the shape for this. Take the bowl from here into there and finish it to there, and I'll switch over and clean the inside out and clean the bottom out nice and round, put in motion. So I'm just going to switch over to a different bowl gouge. I'm going to use it 3/8. Try and get a finishing cut now on the inside with this bowl gouge. It's the hardest part when you're going into the bowl. Once you take your time, get the bevel over, put your hand on the back of the bowl. Check that. There's no tear out inside. It's actually cutting better on the inside. Well, same again on that's a bit soft, that grain there. Just a little bit of a dimple there. From there in is finished. I'm going to use my scraper now. Nice fine cuts. I will check there to see is there any torn grain. All I'm doing is getting nice little shavings there with that tool on the side. So I just basically took the bowl into that end there, so I can use a different bowl gouge to get me across the bottom of the bowl there. And that's nice from there in. And then I'll take it from this part into the centre now. That's the next stage. So I'm just going to move the tool rest in. Switch over to a different bowl gouge to get me over there with a different angle on the tip. Because with this bowl, when it goes in there, the tip of it is too severe. Here we go. So basically I have it from here to there done. And I'm just going to use a 3/8 bowl gouge, and I have a different grind on the tip of this. I have the back of it, the bevel, rubbed over a bit more, ground over a bit more, so I can get across the bottom of it there nice and easy. Just make sure my tool is on centre. Start up the lathe. Nice speed. And I'm just going to rough it first because it's a little bit bouncy. down in there, just into the bottom. Now hold it nice and steady and try and get a nice finishing cut. I'm going to put my hand on the back of the bowl trying to stop the bounce and hold the finger on the tool. Now I have it done just into the bottom of the bowl there now. From there in, that's a nice sweeping cut. And basically I just have to get the bowl from the base of the bowl just across to where I stopped off there. So it's a little bit deep at the moment there, so I'm going to bring this a bit deeper to bring the curve in nice and round. You need to get a nice finishing cut now from here again. That's it. Okay. Now, there's a little few bumps there. That's just nice in there. It's nice to there. I've got a nice cut. I'm going across the bottom of the bowl now. Because it's flat, it's a little bit harder with that chisel. So, you can actually get a traditional grind. I don't know whether you'll see that. But that's a little bit more traditional. That'll take me in across the bottom of that. And I'm going to just try that one on it there. If that doesn't work, I'll use the scraper. There we go. That actually worked out just nice to take me into the bottom. Right around, nice sweeping cut. Actually that worked out really nice there. There's not even any bumps there now for... I wouldn't even have to rub that now with a scraper. So that's all ready for sanding there now. Okay. Here's the piece finished. Sanded her up from 180 down to 400. Okay. And just put mineral oil and a little bit of wax on it and gave it a bit of a buff. And that's it, it's finished with that. I normally use a bit of Danish oil or wood dock, but I don't have any at the moment, so I'm using the mineral oil. So I'll just show you what I do now to turn off the tenant off the end. There's the back of the finish there now. So basically I have to do the end. So I just get my waste block again, I pour it back in the chuck. A piece of this, I'll just fold that over. And put me piece over it like that. Okay. Bring me tailstock back up to my little dimple where I had it in the beginning. And generally to turn off the end piece, I'll just use a spindle gouge and I'll generally turn it in there and leave a small little dimple, and then I'll sand it in there, and then I'll just cut off the little piece and sand the little piece by hand. But I have a vacuum chuck there, and I have cold jaws, the big ones, but to set them up I just find this way quicker, and that's just me. Okay, everybody has their ways. If you're doing up a batch of bowls, well, I never, very rarely make up a lot of bowls. I suppose it's ideal for that, but we're only making one bowl, say, tonight, not making another one. I suppose wouldn't be bothered setting everything up. So I'll just start my speed up nice and slow. You can see the bowl is probably a bit wobbly up here, but down here is what matters. I'm going to turn that a new base. You won't even see it in the bowl. Like, just drop my tool rest, a small touch there. And generally, I just turn this way nice and slowly, taking it easy. Just bring it into a little point there. Already left that with a bit of a rim there, so basically I just have to take it from here in. Just have a look at the base of the bowl, put my tool across it. You can see it's a bit high. So I just want to make this concave here. Bit of speed. So just take up a new rim, new cut, starting from the edge. Check that now. What I do is just part that off there, pour her on a rubber mat that I have, and I power sand the base of it nice and clean. But I'm just going to actually sand this into there by hand. While I have it on the lathe, I'll use the lathe, the speed of the lathe. I'll finish that up and I'll cut off the little tenet, or the little tiny spud on the tip of it there. Okay, and that's to sand the base up there now. And some people like to put a little groove, 2 grooves there to put their signature on the bottom of it if they want. And I'm just going to get rid of that little nib there now. I'm just going to use my detail gouge just to cut that off, or you could use the skew. Just nibble it away as close as you dare. I don't want to go too brave. And that's all the way to go now. Just it's cut there by hand. Just take out my tool rest. This back out of the way, you can just see it there, just barely hanging on, and I'm just going to get a little knife and nip that off there. There you go, you can just see it's just a little dimple there, and I'll just hand sand that there now. Just sand it up the base of it there, just sanded the nib. Cut the nib off and sand it in. There's the inside, there's the outside, and it's just finished with mineral oil and a bit of beeswax on the, put on it. Now there you go, there's the finished piece there. That's the inside and the back of it. The only thing about what I could say about using liquid paraffin or mineral oil is it does make the wood a bit wet looking, and it actually doesn't dry out completely, and it darkens the wood a bit. Okay, so I hope it helps some new wood turners that are coming on the way that don't have vacuum chucks and cold jaws, and to be able to turn off the base of the bowl, and you don't need any special ways of turning the bowls to finish them off. You just need a chuck basically and you'll do it. So thanks very much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos. I hope to keep putting more videos up. Thank you.